Welcome to the wild world of Kevin and Barnaby in Blackwood Manor. This is the story of negotiating a lease with a 19th-century ghost. The moon was full, the fog was thick, and Kevin was having a conversation no one expects to have on a Tuesday night. Kevin was trying to negotiate his life expectancy with Barnaby, a ghost who smelled distinctly of wet wool and 19th-century failure. Kevin's main concern wasn't the haunting, it was the paperwork. He asked the ghost, "Do you know how hard it is to get a security deposit back in this economy?" But Barnaby had other priorities, wailing about feasting on marrow and decorating the walls. Kevin had moved into Blackwood Manor purely for the cheap rent, 40% lower than the rest of the city. He figured a few disembodied screams were worth the in-unit washer-dryer. On night one, Barnaby tried to drag Kevin into the void. Kevin just assumed it was a draft and gave the poor ghost a heavy duvet. Night two, Barnaby bled from the walls. Kevin, ever the pragmatic renter, used the incident as an opportunity to test a new brand of extra-strength magic erasers. But tonight, night three, Barnaby was vibrating with spectral rage over the kitchen island. It was time for an intervention. Barnaby shrieked, "I am the butcher of Blackwood. The soil is stained with the blood of—" Kevin interrupted, flipping a pancake. Yeah, the blood of the innocent. But you're getting ectoplasm on the stove. That's a fire hazard, Barnaby. Kevin also noted, "I think your knife is crooked." The butcher's knife, mind you, was buried firmly in Barnaby's skull. Barnaby paused his rage, worried about his image. He asked if the crooked knife gave him a menacing tilt. Kevin assured him he looked like a unicorn that had a very bad day. Barnaby lamented how people used to faint if he just rattled a spoon, but now Kevin was just making breakfast. Kevin explained simply, "It's because we're all dead inside now, Barnaby." After a long negotiation involving coffee and several failed possession attempts, a new set of rules was established. Kevin offered Barnaby pancakes, which fell straight through his chest onto the floor. Barnaby dissolved into sobs, lamenting that he couldn't even eat carbs. The compromise included key rules: no screaming during business hours, blood on the walls only on Friday nights, and the void is now designated storage for winter tires. The bizarre new living arrangement wasn't perfect, but at least the screaming stopped. Barnaby made one final request. If the neighbors came over, he was at least allowed to rattle the pipes. Kevin agreed. Kevin's final warning: just don't touch the sourdough. That's a living organism, and I don't need you two having a turf war.